One of the challenges I see in the shopping cart, or especially in the checkout, for majority of the brands is they are continuing to kind of miss out on dynamic shipping option. Basically, if you look at this example here at the top, you see the checkout experience for a brand. This could be any brand, frankly, but the experience is pretty typical. You have a free shipping threshold, and then you have a couple of other tiers for faster services. And generally, those services are very cost prohibitive for customers to actually go and select those services. Let me lift the hood here a little bit and share with you guys what's actually going on. So if you look at shipping revenue math, as I would call it, because there's a lot of kind of essentially quote unquote price gouging going on here. So if you look at actual shipping cost for standard, where this is generally the cheapest service, and let's assume it is $7.25, though if you have really good negotiate rates, you expect to pay a lot lesser than $7.25 per package. Customer, of course, qualifies for free shipping, so margin impact is negative $7.25. However, if you look at the next tier of service, which actually can get the package delivered a couple of days earlier, now what most of the brands are doing is they adopt a flat shipping cost because of two reasons. One is they don't have the technology to dynamically compute what it is going to cost them to actually provide a better service, better customer experience, but also not having to pay for it from their own pocket. So in this example, we assume that priority is $10. And again, based on actual data, we have seen a service which is a couple of days faster does not actually take on average $2 or $2.75 more, which is kind of, this is depicted as a worst case scenario. Now, customer pays right now is $16.99, and there is total margin impact of actually positive $6.99. The same thing goes on with Express. And the end result of this whole thing is, as a brand, you probably have maybe up to 5% customers who pay for shipping upgrades on the checkout, and then you are making a little bit of incremental shipping revenue through the margin dollars, but then you're not really providing the best possible experience to the customer. So what is the better way to do this? The better way to do this would be, if you look at, again, similar example, but when you do the active rate shopping in the checkout, which actually includes dynamically based on where your inventory is located, what carrier services are at your disposal, and ultimately sharing that information dynamically without touching the free shipping or standard shipping. The reason you don't want to touch it is most of your marketing promotions are tied to that. So absolutely keep doing that. In fact, if anything, one idea there could be a little bit even more conservative in terms of delivery promise. But then what you want to do is the other shipping upgrades, you want to actually make them a lot more reasonable. So here in this case, you would see that not only the delivery dates are surfaced, but also the ship cost is changing dynamically based on, again, few things, which is where the customer is located, where inventory is located, what is the best carrier service, which is better than the cheapest possible service, which may be typically tagged to the standard, but in a higher tier of service, improves customer experience, improves the conversion, reduces the cart abandonment rate, and best thing, you actually have a lot more customers who choose to migrate away from free standard or standard shipping to paid shipping. And in this case, of course, when you look at it, same math here, standard is you have a margin impact of negative 725. Priority, instead of price gouging, now you're actually saying, I'm going to be pricing it a little bit more than what I'm actually paying for the shipping upgrade. And same logic can be applied for the Express. Of course, it's kind of, think about, it's a sliding scale, which is you need to understand where you can provide the best impact, where is the maximum impact from margin dollars overall holistically for a business. In this example, what we have seen, we have seen shipping upgrades almost tripled. So what it essentially translates to, not only as a whole, you generate a lot more shipping revenue, at the same time, you actually have improved the customer experience quite dramatically, and you're actually also reducing your cart abandonment rate. So not only you're winning on the shipping revenue side, which impacts your net margin, you're also winning on the cart abandonment rate, and finally, most importantly, customer experience is a whole lot better. So this is something I encourage all the brands to actively look at and incorporate in their strategies. Thank you.